Look around you. Weakness is everywhere. People complain about the weather, their job, their life. They seek comfort, avoiding hardship at all costs, but not you. You are different. You are here because you seek strength, not just physical, but mental, emotional, spiritual. You want to forge an iron will that no storm, no betrayal, no loss can shake. You want to become undefeatable. The world won't make it easy for you. Life is a battleground, and only those who master themselves will stand tall when the dust settles. What you're about to learn isn't for the average. It isn't for those who crumble under pressure. It's for those who are ready to become something more. This is Stoicism. This is the way of the unbreakable.
Life is a storm. It's chaotic, unpredictable, and often merciless. But there's one undeniable truth. The storm is out of your control. The waves, out of your control. The wind out of your control. The actions of others, also out of your control. What is within your control, however, is the way you respond. It is the way you choose to steer your ship through the tempest. The Stoics teach us that we must focus on what we can influence, our actions, our attitudes, our perceptions, and let go of everything else. When you spend your energy on what's beyond your control, you waste precious time and emotional strength. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your reaction to being late. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you prepare for it. You can't control the actions of others, but you can control how you respond to them. Epictetus, one of the most profound Stoic philosophers, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This, my friends, is the essence of Stoic power. The world will throw curveballs. It always does. You'll be faced with unfairness, loss, misfortune. But you have the ability to choose how you perceive these events. You can choose to be a victim, to blame external forces, or you can choose to be a master of your own response. The key is not to resist reality. Fighting the storm will only exhaust you. Instead, accept what you cannot change and focus your energy on what you can control. Imagine a life where you no longer waste energy on things beyond your reach. Imagine finding peace in the chaos, knowing that your actions, thoughts, and emotions are the only things that truly matter. That is the power of Stoicism. So the next time life throws a curveball at you, ask yourself, can I control this? Can I change the situation? If not, how will I choose to react? Your peace of mind depends on it. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that hardship isn't just a part of life, it's the purpose of life. It's through struggle and adversity that we forge strength. You see, most people spend their days avoiding difficulty. They seek comfort, and in doing so, they build a life full of fragility. But comfort breeds weakness. The Stoic, however, prepares for the storm before it even begins. Why wait for life to challenge you when you can actively train for it? Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, advised, "It is in times of security that the spirit should be preparing itself for difficult times. While fortune is granting it favors, is the time for it to be strengthened against her rebuffs." In other words, now is the time to prepare. Don't wait until adversity knocks on your door. Begin your training today. Train your mind, train your body, and train your spirit. What does this training look like in practice? Physical training. This means pushing your body beyond its comfort zone. Take cold showers, run in the rain, lift weights that challenge you. Your body is capable of far more than you think. It is through pushing your physical limits that you begin to cultivate the resilience needed to face emotional and mental challenges. Mental training. Just like your body, your mind needs to be toughened. Stop running from discomfort. Read difficult books, practice mental exercises, and challenge yourself with tasks that make you uncomfortable. The more you expand your mental capacity, the stronger your ability to handle pressure will become. Emotional training. This is perhaps the most difficult of all. It's easy to react emotionally to situations. We get angry, we get sad, we get afraid, but the Stoic trains themselves to control their emotional reactions. If something goes wrong, instead of succumbing to frustration, remind yourself, this too shall pass. What can I learn from this? What strength can I take from this adversity? A Stoic doesn't wait for life to knock him down. He embraces hardship before it even arrives. He trains, knowing that strength is born from struggle. And the beauty of this is that the more you train, the less hardship will truly affect you. You will become like steel, unbreakable, unshakable. When life throws challenges your way, you'll smile because you know you've prepared for this moment. The world will try to break you. It will push you to the edge. But if you've trained your body, your mind, and your emotions, there is nothing that can shatter you. Every day is an opportunity to build yourself. Will you take that opportunity? Will you train for greatness, even when life feels easy? If you do, you will be unstoppable. Emotions. They are the most volatile force in the human experience. Like a storm, they can rise suddenly, sweeping you off your feet and leaving destruction in their wake. Anger, fear, sadness, these emotions can cloud your judgment, distort your perceptions, and make you weak. But here's the Stoic truth. Emotions are not inherently bad. It's how we respond to them that makes all the difference. The Stoic doesn't suppress emotions. They observe them. They don't let themselves be swept away by the current. They stand firm, watch the storm rage, and wait for it to pass. Think about it. How many times has your anger made a situation worse? How many times has fear paralyzed you, preventing you from taking action? How many times has sadness overwhelmed you, stopping you from moving forward? These emotions, while natural, have the power to destroy your peace of mind. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic emperors, taught, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." So, if you allow negative emotions to dictate your actions, you're handing over the control of your life to something external. The Stoic knows this is dangerous. They understand that their mind is their most powerful weapon, and emotions, if uncontrolled, can become the enemy. The key to mastering emotions is awareness. The moment you feel that rush of anger, fear, or anxiety, stop and observe. Ask yourself, what is the root of this feeling? What is it trying to teach me? Why am I allowing this to control me? Once you gain this awareness, you'll be able to choose your response. The Stoic doesn't let emotions dictate his actions. Instead, he commands his emotions with reason. He understands that emotions, when controlled, are a source of great strength. Imagine this: a person cuts you off in traffic. The typical reaction is anger. You scream, honk, and let the rage consume you. But the Stoic, he feels the initial rush of anger, but he doesn't let it control him. He breathes, pauses, and lets the feeling pass, choosing instead to remain calm, unaffected, and in control. The Stoic doesn't deny emotion. He simply doesn't let it control him. And through this mastery, he becomes unshakable. You are going to die. We don't know when or how, but it's inevitable. For many, the idea of death is terrifying. They run from it, deny it, and live in constant fear of the end. But for the Stoic, death is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. Memento mori, remember that you will die. It may sound morbid, but in truth, this is one of the most powerful Stoic teachings. When you understand that life is finite, you stop taking things for granted. You stop wasting time on trivial matters. You stop delaying your dreams. You start living with purpose, urgency, and gratitude. The Stoic knows that death is not something to be feared, but something that inspires him to live more fully. When you recognize that every moment is precious because it could be your last, you stop wasting it. In the face of death, you realize that all the things that once seemed important, the opinions of others, fleeting pleasures, petty grievances, mean nothing. The only thing that matters is how you live, what legacy you leave behind, the impact you have on others. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often reminded himself of death's inevitability. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This isn't about being morbid or obsessing over the end. It's about living with purpose. It's about knowing that your time is limited, and because of that, every action you take, every decision you make, should be aligned with what truly matters. When you embrace death, you also embrace life. You live with more intensity, more clarity, and more conviction. You stop procrastinating and begin to act. You stop letting fear control you and start taking risks. The Stoic does not fear death. He welcomes it as a reminder to live fully. Death is not an end. It is a powerful motivator to live a life of meaning. So ask yourself, what would you do if you knew your time was running out? Would you continue to live in fear? Or would you act now with urgency, with purpose, and with strength? By embracing death, you unlock the power to live a life that is truly invincible. In the face of adversity, many people falter. They feel the weight of their challenges, and it becomes too much. They stop, they give up, or they find excuses. But the Stoic knows that the greatest power in life is not in avoiding obstacles, it's in continuing forward despite them. Perseverance is the ultimate test of character. It's the ability to keep moving forward when everything inside you is telling you to stop. It's the quiet strength that emerges when you face the most difficult of circumstances and decide to push through, not because it's easy, but because you know it's the only way to grow. The Stoic's mindset is simple. Obstacles aren't roadblocks, they are opportunities to grow. Every difficulty is a chance to strengthen your resolve. Every challenge is a test of your character. When life pushes you down, the Stoic doesn't wait for the storm to pass. They learn to dance in the rain. There's a powerful concept in Stoicism known as amor fati, which means love of fate. This idea teaches us to embrace everything that happens to us, not just the good, but the bad and the painful as well. Why? Because it is in our response to hardship that we grow stronger. Seneca, the Roman Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." You see, when you face hardship, it's like lifting a heavy weight. It's uncomfortable, and at times it feels impossible. But each time you endure, each time you push through, you become stronger. Your muscles of perseverance grow. This is the essence of Stoic perseverance. It's not about how easy life is. It's about how you rise when life is difficult. It's about choosing to continue, even when the road is long and the night is dark. When you face a setback, don't view it as a punishment. See it as a chance to strengthen your character. The Stoic doesn't expect life to be easy. They expect it to be hard. And in this expectation, they are always prepared. It's important to understand that the path to greatness isn't paved with ease. It's paved with struggle, failure, and perseverance. The truly great do not rise by avoiding difficulty. They rise by embracing it. Think of Thomas Edison, the brilliant inventor who failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Imagine if he had given up after the first, the 100th, or the 1,000th failure. He would never have changed the world. But instead, Edison saw each failure as one step closer to success. He embraced the struggle. He loved his fate. This is what makes Stoicism so powerful. It turns obstacles into opportunities. It trains you to look at setbacks not as signs of defeat, but as stepping stones on your journey to greatness. And it's not just about persevering in the easy moments. It's about keeping that fire burning when everything is falling apart. It's about maintaining your commitment to your goals, even when you don't see immediate results. It's about staying true to your vision, no matter how long it takes and no matter how many people doubt you. Now that you understand the importance of action, it's time to stop waiting and start doing. Don't just think about the life you want, take the steps to create it. If you found value in this chapter and are ready to take control of your destiny, make sure to subscribe to Purpose Unbound for more insights, motivation, and actionable steps to help you transform your life. Together, let's turn thoughts into reality. Take action now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Your journey starts today.